we are in third grade of high school. We are 16 and 17 years old. We are going to the best high school in Poland, obviously. Best high school in Warsaw. It is named after our great Polish king that you may have heard about. It's Jan III Sobieski, famous for his victory at Vienna, and we wanted to talk to you and ask you a few questions about your art and about your life in general.
Okay.
I wanted to ask you, where do you live right now, in what city in Nigeria? Where are you talking to us from right now?
I'm talking to you. I'm in Nigeria, Akwa Ibom State. The state is Akwa Ibom, and the city in which I am currently living in is Uyo.
What inspired you to take up art?
I think basically it's the people I grew up with, the people around me, even the school I went to, and my environment basically. And another thing that inspired me was sometimes I do see people want to air out their views. They want to speak up for themselves, or they just want to be heard, but they don't have that platform. They don't have that voice. So I try to channel my art to being a voice to people who can't speak, and yeah. So it's actually a way of me conveying my thoughts and the thoughts of others to the world.
What inspires your art? I wanted to ask about, do you take inspiration from the traditions of Nigeria and the region you're from in general in your art?
Yes, I do. That's why most of my art, they tend to show the culture of Nigeria and Africa as a whole. So I draw inspiration from the happenings around me, our culture. It's a very beautiful culture, and it's colorful. So I try, draw inspirations from everything that is happening in our culture, and I portray them as art.
Okay, that's very good. The happenings around you, and what would you think that is different in Nigeria culturally than in, for example, Poland?
There are a lot of number one, we can't address people with their real names. So there was a day I was speaking with someone. He said, "Call me Raphael." If someone is older than myself, I'll put Sir. If the person is male, I'll put Sir. Female, Ma. So when we were talking, it was actually very difficult for me calling the person's name, because that's not how we are taught here. So a lot of things are different, different things, the food, the skin color, the hair, everything is just different. And yeah, the way we live. And Africa is not that very much developed, so there are things that I can see there and I don't find them here. So a lot of things.
Yes, I know that Africa itself is an extremely diverse continent, and there are hundreds of cultures and languages in each place. Nigeria itself, I know is a very big country. It's a big country in territory, but also there's a lot of people in Nigeria and a lot of small cultures. So yes, I know it's probably a lot of many different things to kind of study and maybe create art from, as you, I guess, did.
Yes, and even the food is way different.
So, what is your favorite traditional Nigerian dish, and could you describe it to me? How do you make it, or what are the ingredients?
It's a soup. It's a leaf called afang leaf, and we use pumpkin. We use beef. We use pepper seasonings to make it. It's actually very nice. So that's my favorite, and we use starch to eat it. So you can Google up about afang, afang, afang soup. So that's my favorite.
Yeah, okay, that's great. That's great. It sounds tasty, but obviously extremely different from what we eat here in Poland.
Yes, very different.
Very different. Okay.
I have a question. What connections do you have with Poles or Poland?
It started when Sister Elizabeth Block needed an artwork. She needed an artwork for Monsignor Thaddeus Gott. So I came recommended, and that's how I met with her. So I did the work. She was very impressed. She was like, "This is perfect." So she wanted to know about me. She came to my studio. That time I had a very small space I was using like as my studio. So she came there. She recorded me while I was working. She took some photographs of me. I think basically it's just God, because I'm not the best here, but I just found that favor. God favored me, and she met up with me. I made the work, and she liked it. So she told me that she's gonna come talk to the Poland people about me, that I'm very good. So when she took my story to Poland, I found love again. The people of Poland in church, I think St. Joseph, they started sending me gifts. Monsignor God sent me many painting materials, and even Sister Ella, no, I think her name is Elizabeth. I don't know her full name. Elizabetta. I don't know if I'm correct. So she started sending me gifts too. So that's how my painting and my love for painting improved or increased, because I was more of a pencil artist than a painter. I make realistic pencil drawings, but because of the love they were showing me with painting materials, they encouraged me. So I decided to try out painting, and I was fast since I know how to draw very well. It was not very difficult for me to paint. So I think in 2019, I held, and they held an exhibition there for me. I think I sent in like almost 80 paintings, and I made some money from it. So it's been good. The connection, it wasn't me. It wasn't me, it was God, because I was just there. I had a call that someone is looking for you, and I went there, and it was the Reverend Sister, and that's how we connected.
Yeah, that's great that you got the opportunity to expand on your talents and your passion for painting. We have a question about the challenges that people my age, I'm 17, so around my age, face in the country of Nigeria.
People who are 17, I think we go to school early here. By 17, we are done with high school. I think from 16 years of age, we are done with high school. So the number one challenge people around 16, 17 face in Nigeria is, I think, admission into tertiary institution. Admission here is I don't know. I think it's a bit easy now. It was very difficult then when I was looking for admission to go into tertiary institution. So the most problem we face here is gaining admission into school. I think that's the one I can remember. And by 17, we are not making money. We no jobs for us, so we are just dependent on our parents. So I don't know how it is done over there, but here that's how it is. So you have to depend on your parents to put you through school. And I remember when I was looking for admission, I couldn't have it for like 3 years. My mom was always telling me that I'm not intelligent. So, but thankfully I now studied. Okay, it's because of how I wanted studying at first. I wanted studying engineering, electrical engineering. I applied for electrical engineering and civil engineering for 3 years. I couldn't have admission. So that's that's when I decided to take up pre-degree and go study physics. So that's how I landed in physics. I have played for anything electricity, but then art has always been there since inception. But I just found myself loving things that I do with my hand. So I think that's why electricity came in. So I just wanted to, since I didn't know, okay, I was science inclined since my nursery level to my high school level. I was science inclined, so that's why I never thought that I could do art. But since I couldn't have admission into electrical electronics, I decided to take up physics. I took up physics, and I graduated as a physicist. But when I graduated, during my service year, when we graduate, we go for 1 year service. Like, we will serve the nation. Maybe we can go teach. We can go help in doing one or two things. So during that year, I developed my art, and I decided to focus on art full time. So the challenge that we basically have is education. Yes, around that age is education. So I think I've answered your question.
So basically, at my age, 17, you are entering adulthood. You are already going to like higher education or getting a job and like going further in life. Okay, that's very scary to me because I'm scared of being an adult and I'll be one in 2 years, and if I was in Nigeria, I would probably have to deal with it right now. I have one of the final questions. When could we expect you to come over to Poland?
That'll be February next year.
February, okay.
Because I have an exhibition there, and the exhibition is from February. So I'll be in Poland February.
February. Okay, so in February I want to invite you to our school, the greatest school in the world, or at least in Poland. So we could have a chat in real life without our difficulties. And I think it would be great to talk in real life, so we could get to know each other a little better and really give other people from our class and from our school the chance to talk to you, to exchange your experiences.
I like that so much.
I think that would be all for today from our class. I think that we don't have any more questions for now, and we will see each other in February for sure.
Oh, bye. Thank you so much.